But we begin tonight with city crews working to repair a massive sinkhole in a Detroit neighborhood. Welcome to 7 News Detroit at 6. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I'm Mike Duffy. Thank you for joining us. Now, neighbors tell us the collapse is causing major problems for their homes.
Definitely. The massive hole opened up near Dyke and Grinnell. The city tells us they learned about it earlier this spring.
7 News Detroit reporter Randy Wimbley is listening to frustrated residents who say they suspect that what caused that sinkhole is also causing sewage to back up into their basements.
The gaping hole in the alley between Nodell and Edgewood near Irwin on the city's east side, the site of a sewer main break and a headache for some residents.
What is it like now, just even seeing it like this?
Terrible. Bad.
Marilyn Harris has lived here for decades and says the sinkhole first formed in her alley around 2 years ago.
The cave-in was much smaller than you see now because now we've excavated and dug up the sewer to repair it.
Brian Peckinpah from Detroit's Water and Sewerage Department says the first blip on their radar occurred in mid-April after receiving reports that part of the alley caved in. The cause? A 24-inch sewer line collapse.
Fortunately, it's a trunk sewer, so there's no houses or businesses attached directly to that sewer. So it gets fed from other sewers, so it's not impacting, it didn't cause any water in basement of any residents.
Right here. We got this pump I use.
But Marilyn Harris and her neighbor Alice Sinclair are not so sure about that. They believe that collapsed sewer caused backups in their basement.
Is there any way that if that sewer trunk is collapsed or what have you, that would impact the other lines, whatever that feed into it that are connected to the homes?
There's always a possibility it would have some impact, but we want to investigate to see what the cause is.
Every time it rains, it rain heavy, it goes into the basement and it fills up. And then I had to buy a furnace. Not a furnace, but a hot water tank.
How much did that cost you, Miss Alice?
Over $500.
And DT is also on hand to secure that utility pole. They need to make sure that that is secured as they dig up more concrete while they address this sinkhole and replace that sewer main.
We also have to coordinate with telecommunications because we got to move the wires up because they're in the way of the excavator who's going to dig and do the repairs. So we expect to repair it in a timely manner.
Meanwhile, DWSD wants anyone concerned about basement backs up related to this collapsed sewer to file a damage claim. You can find a link to it on our website, WXYZ.com. On the city's east side, I'm Randy Wimbley, 7 News Detroit.
Now that is some sinkhole. Thank you, Randy.